Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you. Catherine Corona here for some time out, some time to go within, some time to just reflect. And today, the quality that I wanted to meditate with is delight. Delight. Maybe we could all use some delight. I can always use delight. So I was thinking about, there's one of my teachers I studied with, a guy named John Roger. He passed away a few years ago, but he taught me about, and many people, about the three selves. It's called the three selves. So 3 levels of your psychology, of your psyche, of your consciousness. Oh, I think my cat wants to come in. My animals are all, so just a moment, pause, 1 second. Come on, you gotta decide, come in. Come in. There we go. So cats, dogs, horses, they're sort of always on the level of the basic self. The basic self is a part of our psychology, our psyche, consciousness that runs the body. It's like the child within. It needs guidance. And it also has delight. It delights in those things that we love. Do you love to dance? Do you love to paint? Do you love to sing? Do you love to play basketball? Do you love to play football? Do you love to work? Do you love to be out in nature? Those things that delight yourself. Conscious self, this is a really brief explanation. Conscious self is how we run our world, how we balance our checkbooks, how we schedule ourselves, how we know what time to go to work. It's mostly what we negotiate life with. And high self, it's our part that has that spark of God. It's our divine self. It's our highest nature. It's our goodness. It's a conduit into our divinity. And we can work with these parts of ourselves to master ourselves and to have the best life possible when we're aware of these parts. You can anthropomorphize them in a way, give them a name, give them a consciousness, and have a communication with them. And it's a way to work with yourself. So the reason I'm bringing it up and just touching on it really briefly is that we can move into this place of delight when we're really in communication with these parts of our psychology, parts of our consciousness. So I wanted to what came to me is to work with ourselves on that level, that basic self level, to bring some delight into ourselves. Because there's times when, especially right now with the coronavirus, but anytime, where just to have more joy and happiness in our life, we need to acknowledge the needs of these levels of consciousness. Acknowledge them and provide for them. And when our needs are met, when our needs are fulfilled, our really legitimate needs of what delights us, what brings us joy, and what we're called to do as well, the high self, we might find what's our calling, what we're called to do, something bigger than ourselves. And when those needs are met, really, my experience is our life feels fulfilled. We feel full. We are full. Enough talking. Let's go inside and find this delight. So find your breath. And as you find it, just allow yourself the breath, allow yourself to relax, to become still. And we just invite our souls, that part which is connected with God, to become present. We open ourselves to the highest light of the divine source, to the deepest place of peace, that peace that goes beyond understanding, beyond what we can ever understand, but is just present at all times, into the stillness, into the rhythm of the hum of creation. And we just infuse ourselves, every level of our consciousness, with that which breathes us. And in this place of sanctuary that is always present inside of us, we just invite that part of our consciousness, part of our psychology, that is what we might call the basic self, basic to our needs, primal to our breathing, our heartbeat, our moving the body. That part, and we honor it. We don't have to think about breathing, we just breathe. We don't have to think about our heart beating. Our heart just beats. And there is this consciousness, very basic to ourselves, which runs those parts of our mechanics unconsciously, subconsciously. And it also has its needs, its wants. And at this time, we just ask if there's anything that it needs at this time. And just listen for a moment. And if nothing comes to you, that's okay. With practice, it will. Just make it up for a moment. What would it be if you could really hear at that deepest level? Do you need to go out for a walk? Do you need to connect with somebody, call them? Do you need to just get in the car and go for a ride? Get out of the house for a moment in the safety of your car. Do you need to, what does that basic self need? Do you need to play a game? So that noise in the background is the basic self of my cat needing to go outside and knocking on the door. These parts of ourselves have ways of communicating. And just breathe that in. And now we're going to invite our high selves, that part of us which is pure goodness, truth, repose in divinity. And just pretend in your mind's eye, or open yourself to hearing its message, seeing its presence in a light. Maybe it has a face. Maybe it has a song, a sound. What does it impart to you in this moment? And what does it impart to your basic self? Perhaps it has a message for your basic self. And now we bring the conscious self into the presence of the basic self, which is here, the high self, which is here, and now your conscious self. And are these three selves, these parts of your consciousness, needing anything from you? Maybe it's just something they want you to be aware of. And maybe it's, we're doing great. We're good. We got this. It's all good. And in this, you can feel the delight come forward. When your needs are met, there's peace. And in that peace, There's a sense of joy, happiness, buoyancy, vitality, resolve, strength, peace, expression of who you are, playfulness, play, relief, rejoicing, gratitude, thankfulness, delight. Breathe that in. Infuse your body in all parts of yourself with this energy, this light, this sound, this vibration, this rhythm of delight. Fun, humor, funniness, cheerfulness, smiling, even mischief. Breathe that in. Breathe it out into the world. Breathe that in and breathe it out into the world. And see this delight go all over the planet, comforting those who are in need of comfort, lifting those who are feeling sorrowful and grief-stricken. Delight going around the planet, easing, soothing, and then coming back to yourself. In this, we serve, and you don't even have to leave your house. It lifts the vibration of the planet. Just one person breathing in delightfulness, breathing it out, touching to another. Nothing to do, just only to be in the state of being of delightfulness. Just that is service. Just that is lifting. All those around you, your household, your town, your community, your state, your country, the world. And find your breath. Feel your body wherever it is and stretch it. Stay really present in delightfulness as you open your eyes if they've been closed, as you stretch into the world, into the rest of your day, or drift off to sleep. And thank you for joining me. Namaste, Berush Beishan. The blessings already are. They're already here. They're always with us. It's just our awareness to bring them forward. In delight, thank you. We'll see you next time.